Good morning, all.
Good morning.
I am Jerry Wakefield, your celebration leader today. We welcome all of you and those joining us from home to Unity of Northwest Indiana. You are here by divine appointment. Unity is a global, inclusive spiritual community. We offer practical, uplifting resources to help people of all faiths apply positive spiritual principles in their lives. Our philosophy of love, acceptance, and peace is based on the teachings of Jesus and the power of prayer.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm speaking on the creative process today, and you just saw some of it happen live. Right. You think you have everything figured out, and life happens, right? I got invited to Unity of Naples, I keep saying that, Naperville. I think it's a Freudian slip. I want to say Florida. This week, I got invited a while back to present 2 workshops on creativity. And my first response was, because that old default belief came up that you might recognize in yourself. I'm not creative. Right? Anybody have that thought? I'm not, that belief. And so that's actually one of the things I will be addressing at the workshop, because you can not, all of us are always creating, always. You can't not create. I know that was a double negative, but that's creative. You can talk in double negatives. I give you permission. But really, we are creating all the time. We're creating with our thoughts on things that we want to see happen, or we're creating with worry, envisioning things we don't want to happen. We're creating when we make a meal. We're creating when we write a note or send a text. We're creating all the time. So that'll be part of what my talk is a little bit about today, and then the workshops. Anybody available this week? You're welcome to come on up. It's the Great Lakes Unity Region Conference on Tuesday and Wednesday this week. All right, so let's take a moment to take a pause and a conscious breath. That is the love and light, creative energy, imagination, intuition, wisdom of God right there within you. We relax into it. That breath of life, and because God is the love and light and wisdom within us, we shine forth that light into our lives. Feel yourself relax into the awareness of spirit, whatever that way that comes to you, maybe through a feeling, an image, sound, breath. Sacred moment. Sacred moment in this day, this week, to simply become aware of the presence of God, the light within. We begin.
us all stand and sing our opening song, the one that we learned by video last week. Today we're just going to do the refrain like 3 times through. Here we go. Go into the world, loving the people that you meet. Let your presence light to light in others in their hearts. Go into the world, loving the people that you meet. Let your presence light to light in others in their heart. Go into the world, loving the people that you meet. Let your presence light to light in others in their hearts. Our God, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And leave us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For the kingdom, the power, and the glory are yours, now and forevermore. Amen.
We focus our energy on the powerful vision we hold as truth for our world. So together, we proclaim our vision for the world.
Centering God, we celebrate a world of love, peace, and abundance for all creation.
And we affirm with mind, heart, and spirit our mission as Unity of Northwest Indiana.
We are a dynamic spiritual community expressing universal principles and empowering transformation.
And we proclaim our building our dream prayer with zeal.
Centering God, we affirm the success, prosperity, and growth of Unity of Northwest Indiana.
Our principle for today is number 3.
Thoughts have creative power to determine events and project experiences.
Please be seated. My thoughts, words, and actions affirm wholeness. The daily word for for September 22nd, 2024 is healing. Wholeness is my true nature. Even if I am facing a challenge, a health challenge, divine life is active in every cell of my body. Knowing this truth, I hold healing thoughts and speak life-affirming words, while making sure to give my body rest, nourishment, and care that will help it to heal. I refuse to allow thoughts of sickness or weakness to grow in my consciousness. I seek support among friends and family who share my belief in wholeness. As I have been supported, I offer my support. I feel honored when I am asked for healing prayer. I look beyond the appearance of illness, and with faith-filled vision, I hold and affirm the wholeness that is seeking to express more completely in the lives of those for whom I pray. When Jesus saw him lying there and knew that he had been there for a long time, he said to him, "Do you want to be made well?" John 5:6.
As we enter into the stillness, we are entering into a vast, unlimited world of spirit. Imagine the light of spirit, the light of God, filling your very being, shining through your heart, pouring forth from your mind, know that your true nature is light. And there is no effort. We simply let there be light. The light is already there, so we are letting ourselves be aware of it. Let that inner reminder to yourself be, I am divine light. I am divine light. I am divine light. And that light shines forth as you, as wisdom, intuition, inspiration, divine guidance, whatever is needed, shines forth through you as we open to it and let the light shine forth. This light is healing and renewing. This light is endless and eternal. And as we move into the silence, we are one. We are remembering our oneness with that light. You are that light. We let it shine forth naturally within us and out through us. And we are illuminated with ideas, answers, inspirations, solutions, whatever is needed as we let go. Relax into the stillness. Be still and know.
Il mio cuore di Dio è l'umane, il mio cuore, oh Dio, oh Dio. Illuminate my heart, oh God. Illuminate my heart, oh God, oh God.
The good news today is taken from French philosopher René Descartes. Intuitive knowledge is an illumination of the soul whereby we behold those things the divine reveals to us by direct impression of divine clarity. And from developing intuition by Shakti Gwan, there is a universal, intelligent life force that exists within everyone. It resides in each one of us as a deep wisdom and inner knowing. We can access this wonderful source of knowledge and wisdom through our intuition, an inner sense that tells us what feels right and true for us at any given moment. And from Albert Einstein, creativity is seeing what others see and thinking what no one else ever thought. This is proclaimed in the spirit of truth and love.
Amen. Morning. In the beginning, God created. So God is creator itself. And in unity, we say that we are one with the one presence and one power. We are one with the one presence and the one power. So we are creating. And our beginnings start here and now. And the next moment, and the next moment, and the next moment. That we have this power to create. And it is an allowing process, because as I said, the creation story, and I'm just going to be using some images from the creation story, it begins with let there be light. Not go get the light, go make light happen, pray hard enough and light will come. Let there be light. And the whole creation story is an allowing process, which tells us that the light is within us and we're allowing it to express. Now, a lot of times when you see images, you see the light coming down from above, right? That's pretty typical as we think of the heavens and the skies and the light coming down. Rarely do we think of the light coming from within us, the light shining forth within us. But because we are one with God, that's where it comes from, the spirit of divine light within us. And what is that light? That light is creative ideas, that light is inspiration, intuition, wisdom, guidance. We don't get all our inspiration or all our answers from Google, do we? Or Siri, or Alexa. Sometimes it seems like it. Sometimes the first thing I say in the morning is, hey Alexa, what's the weather? Or hey Alexa. Till I taught Alexa I trained Alexa to say, good morning sunshine, the weather is. You can do that. So in the beginning, God created, and the whole creation story gives us the creative process. So Eric Butterworth said the way we access this light is through prayer. He said it is prayer that helps us to recenter ourselves in that inner light. And we often have to do that, maybe several times a day, or whenever we feel like we don't have a creative idea or we don't have an answer. I used to hang around a lot of artists and musicians and things when I lived in DC, and I remember this conversations would talk about feeling like they were stuck, like I don't know what to do next or what to make next, but they always attuned to something within them and came forth with the music, the painting, whatever it may be. But I also don't want us to limit ourselves to the idea of being creative means that you're an artist or a musician or you do something like that, right? We know that creativity comes in infinite ways. You create something that what we're working with is the invisible realm of spirit and making something visible, manifest, that has not come into being yet until it comes through us. And if you think about it, everything starts with ideas. Everything that's created starts with inspiration, visioning, creativity, and ideas. So the light in Genesis speaks to the idea of the wisdom, intelligence, creativity within us, and is infinite. Infinite. There's no way you can limit God other than to not be attuned or to shut your mind to it or not believe that you have infinite creativity. We have the power to do that, but even that, it still comes out in some way. You can't completely shut it down. Eric Butterworth said this, and this is a wonderful book on creativity. It's called The Creative Life. It's not one of his more well-known books, but it's one of his best. The Creative Life, 7 Keys to Your Inner Genius. Wherever spirit is, the whole of spirit must be. So you're not a little divine spark of God, you're the whole raging, flaming expression of spirit. You're the whole light. Wherever spirit is, the whole of spirit must be. And because spirit is omnipresent, the whole of spirit is present at every point in space at the same time. You know the way we say it? There is no spot where God is not. There is no spot where God is not. That means that any moment in your life, any moment in your day, if you're feeling stuck or fearful or whatever, you can know that God is right there in that moment, in the wholeness, and that you are that wholeness expressing. This calls for a larger concept of God than most people have allowed for. It means that whatever you not need, the whole spirit is present in that need. Think about that. So the need may be to create something, bring forth something new, and the wholeness of God is in that need, and it's the need that makes it possible to happen. In other words, if you have a need, you also have the wholeness of spirit and all the answers and wisdom that you need to bring it forth. Got that? Very good, yeah. This calls for a larger concept of God that most people have allowed for. It means that whatever your need, the whole of spirit is present in the need. That's cool, isn't it? The need is the part of God within you trying to express. God put that need, that desire within us to express. All of mind, the whole of life, all of substance, all of love is within you. So when God says, let there be light, it does not connotate a tiny beam of light energy flowing into your life. It means the whole of God light present in its entirety at the very point where you are. Woo! And you think of that? That's the whole of God. If we look in the mirror, we look at each other, we're seeing the wholeness of God. That's mind-blowing because we think we're just this little expression, right? But the wholeness of God is everywhere. So we can't say we're not creative. I'm creative. Let me turn my computer back on. Come on out. So I brought my computer. Here we go. So the way we do this too is like Eric Butler was talking about through prayer, and it's not praying to God. It's praying from a consciousness of God. It's vastly different. Do you hear it? Like we pray to God somewhere out there, usually we have an idea that God is up there, and it is symbolic of an elevated consciousness. So it's not bad that, Jesus looked up. Because sometimes when we look down, we get depressed, or we look at the circumstances, we get stuck. So we look up. But we're aligning with the awareness of the presence of God in its wholeness within us. And we're coming from that consciousness. We're not coming from the human mind of intellect and how am I going to figure this out, and this can't happen, and this is impossible. We're coming from the vast universe, the light, also described as ocean in the creative story, or the waters, the infinite possibilities. So we're coming from infinite possibilities. And you know what? This will be revealed in our thinking and in our words. When we talk about something, do we talk about it in limitation? Do we talk about it with what we can see? Or do we take our minds and lift it to what we cannot see and attune it to the infinite wholeness of God within us? Okay, creation story. We got light. That would be a nice commercial. Got light? Of course you do. The next part of the creation story is a foundation of faith. God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters. And this firmament represents the vast possibility in the waters. And we anchor our firmament, our foundation is faith, right? Because why do anything if you don't have faith that it can come about, right? We don't get up in the morning and go, geez, I hope everything goes right today, or you have faith that whatever moment unfolds in these, well, maybe we do some days. But that's using the imagination for worry, right? And fear and what we can see rather than the infinite. But we come forth with the idea that our faith is the next step, that we have faith in this light. We have faith in the wholeness of God. Every one of us knows that God can do vastly more than we can of our human understanding, right? Of our human perception. So we make a foundation of faith, knowing that the light shines forth from within us, and as we align with that consciousness of God, the foundation of faith is what will bring us forward, what will move us forward. And as humans, sometimes we falter in that faith because we will default to worry or concern or appearances. If Jesus based his life on appearances, he would have gotten on a donkey and rode out of town. Because it looked really scary, and it looked really it looked overwhelming. And life can seem like that sometimes, or that we can't see the way out, but we build our firmament on faith. One of the ways we grow our faith is recognizing that we have that light within. We open to divine wisdom. Again, it's an allowing process. We begin to envision what we would like to have, what we desire, what is needed. Knowing that God is the need that is compelling us forward. God is the desire that is compelling us forward. And we let go of the knowing mind. Oh, I know that's a big one. We love that knowing mind. I know how it should be. I know the way it's going to go, or I know what needs to happen. We have to completely let go of that and release that to spirit. So we have the light and awareness of consciousness of the light. We have the firmament of faith. And then the scripture says, Oh, this is funny. I'm laughing because it's the second time it deleted the third part of my talk. So we're making it shorter. No, the third part of the third essence of the creation story is, so we start with light and then faith, but there needs to be a parting of the waters, parting of the waters, that meaning that we begin to create that firmament as our mental images. So when we create, we don't go in all directions, we're open to all, but we begin to focus on what it is we want to bring forth. And that's the vast waters that are a possibility, and then we move into a consciousness of what it is we want to create. We let those mental thought forms, like the thoughts gather around the idea, right? So here's an example. And sometimes you just don't know what it's going to look like. I have a friend from a long time ago in DC, and she had been a very successful businesswoman. She was always kind of interested in art. She had an interest in doing something creative, not just art, but something creative, and she enjoyed working with children. And she was on welfare. So she didn't know how she was going to start to make an income, a good income for herself, when she was living on welfare, and she had these ideas of what she wanted to do, but she had no idea what it was going to look like. All she knew is she wanted to work with children, she wanted to do something creative, and she wanted to make a good income. But she didn't know how those three could come together. And she would pray about it and ask for guidance. And what she realized is she didn't want a traditional, like, teach an art class. She wasn't trained in that. She didn't have the credentials to, like, offer art classes to children or anything like that. So she thought, I can't do that, and I don't want to do something traditional like that. This need, this desire was welling up within her. So she went into prayer, and she kept getting an image of McDonald's golden arches. And she couldn't figure out what the heck. So she would keep going into prayer again, and she had an idea of, teaching children and having fun with them and not having all these rules about anything creative. And she'd go into prayer and meditation, and she'd get McDonald's golden arches. So she couldn't figure it out. So she thought, how do I put all this together? This doesn't make any sense to me. So she worked with it. She just said, Spirit, if this is supposed to be part of the answer, let me know. So she would sleep and have dreams. Well, she saw herself in a dream having an art class, an art event in a McDonald's with children. And she called McDonald's. She called her local McDonald's and said, I have an idea. Kids come to McDonald's to eat. You want more people and families, right, to come to eat. And this is when we didn't use the drive-thru so much. And she said, I could offer like a 15-minute session, keep it small, keep it easy, of art projects for kids. Are you interested? They were interested. And she said, I want to make it free for them. And they said, fine. And she said, but you can pay me. She worked out a contract with McDonald's this is many years ago, to come in on Saturdays usually, and she'd do maybe one in a week. And the kids didn't pay anything. They drew more people in because they had posters about this free event for kids. Could be 15 minutes, could be 30 minutes. She kept it really manageable. And she would bring in the art supplies and teach her to share, and they come up with ideas. And McDonald's paid her for that. And she began to go to different McDonald's. And then a mall got wind of it, and she had an event in a mall. In fact, she hired me to be part of that event so that I could assist her, because it was a lot more children. And the way she did this, the way she funded it in the beginning to get the art supplies, was with her welfare check. Now that's creativity, right? That's using that idea. So she used the light within her. She trusted the images that she was getting. She began to follow, well, I guess I'm supposed to contact McDonald's because she was starting to see this happening there. And then again, it happened later. She started going to malls and having bigger sessions and things. And she had a boatload of fun and made a decent income from doing that because she was serving the restaurant and the malls by drawing these families in and these children in. So that was part of the way she used the light within her. She began to act on faith, the firmament of faith, and she began to formulate ideas both in meditation and in sleep, and then in her waking life. She began to say, oh, maybe this could happen, and she began to take the steps to make it happen. So all of us can do that with any idea that we've been guided to do, even if you get some weird image in your dreams or your meditation time. So we are creative essence. We are that light, and we are shining it forth every single moment in every conversation and what our mind is putting its energy on, our thought process on. But I invite you to just allow yourself to be that light in every moment of your day, in a conversation, in the work that you do, in driving down the road, in getting inspiration. And that creativity is infinite and eternal and unlimited. God bless you. All right, so let's take a moment to get centered as we are going to share our offering. We attune to that infinite light within us, the light that shines the way, the light that is activated by a need and a desire. And we know that the wholeness of God is within us. So we come from a consciousness of that as we give. So together we bless our offering. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love and I receive in love. Thank you, God.
I now choose God, I now choose love, I choose to give. I give my heart, I give my life, I give my all to you. I now choose God, I now choose love, I choose to give. I give my heart, I give my life, I give my all to you. I give my all to you. I give my all to you.
All right, let's get that spiritual mojo working as we bless our tithes and love offerings with deep gratitude and love for the infinite spirit that expresses through each of us, that gives and serves and creates through each of us. We bless these tithes and love offerings to do the highest and best work of this ministry, to be a blessing to the region and to our world, knowing that as we share from all that we receive, it comes back to us multiplied, pressed down and shaken together and overflowing so that we can serve in even greater ways. And so it is. Amen. Amen.
Okay, a few announcements. The first one is our community gathering, which we're having today after service for information, and it's an interactive meeting. Stay up to date on current events and activities happening within our community. And just a note from Arthur, it'll take us about 10 minutes to set up our tables that we leave for another party after us. And in that duration, the baskets are out to look at, and anything that you need at the table, check out tickets, all that stuff. Fall Fest update. The raffle baskets are here on display, except for the picnic wagon and fire pit. It's too much. But there's photos and descriptions of those two on display. They're just too big to bring over. Please take time after service to view the baskets and purchase tickets for a chance to win. Admission tickets to the event are also available for a special pre-sale rate of $8 per child and $12 per adult. The full price is $10 per child and $15 adult at the door, so I would suggest you start buying them now. Entry price includes pasta buffet lunch, ice cream, snacks, and all the family events included. How do I do, Debbie?
I'm making sure you don't mess my announcements up.
Yeah, really.
I'm watching you.
It's not too late to purchase the raffle tickets that were sent to you in the mail for a chance to win the large cash prizes. Additional tickets are also available at the welcome table. This is our only fundraiser of the year. Everybody repeat with me. This is our only fundraiser of the year. So let's continue to work together and make it a success. A note from Arthur, please step out of your box, pick up some extra tickets, ask somebody to buy it. All they're gonna say is yes or no. It's pretty easy, okay? Please get on board. And I hope there's a few other commercials from a few other people today. Fall Fest Cakewalk, we do need donations of, listen, I'm having a sleep issue and I'm getting an average of 2.5, 3 hours for the last 5 days. So it's starting to wear just a little bit.
Yeah, maybe you should
We
switch
do need
places.
donations of fresh store-bought baked goods and bags of candy for our Fall Fest again this year. You can bring in your items next Sunday and during that week, but please be sure to purchase your items with an expiration date after October 5th. Great Lakes. Great Lakes Healthcare Update. Our Unity community has been supporting this organization in many ways over the past few years. They now have 2 upcoming events, a corn roast this Thursday from 2 to 5 p.m. All are welcome to attend. Also, the store for their residents opens on Monday, September 30th. Donations are requested so the residents can shop for items. Sorry, Dan, that we're using your chips this morning. He brought in chips, he put it on the counter. I thought, okay, we got more goodies for after our meeting today. And we opened right up. There is a copy of their wish list on the welcome table. Thank you for your continued support. We are here to pray with you, our Unity Prayer Chaplains. Available to pray with you today after service are Michelle and Debbie. I think that's it. Right? Oh, yeah, I did say give us about 10 minutes to set up tables. All right.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, please take a look at the baskets and purchase tickets for those. But like as Arthur said, we really need support on selling the raffle tickets. You simply take a pack of 10, and board members, not all of our board members, we still need to take those raffle tickets and sell them. Some board members have, but we got to set the example, right? So, but we're asking everybody, take a pack of 10, and as Arthur said, if it's hard for you, step out of your comfort zone, because I know those thoughts of, oh, I'm going to be bothering somebody, or nobody wants to buy this, or whatever. That's just limited thinking. Step into the vast light.
They're not going to give it to you, they're going to give it to the lottos in Illinois and Indiana on Friday and Saturdays.
Well, and most people do
And
want
Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
support a good organization like Unity.
Yeah.
The other thing too with the tickets, you can, of course, sell them to your family friends, buy some yourself. But here's the thing, if we don't ask, the answer's always no. But if you ask, you have at least a 50% chance of a yes, right? And actually, I think the percentage is higher. So I have learned that in my life. If I don't ask, the answer is no. So we don't want to tell ourselves, we don't want to cut ourselves off from the blessings that are available. And people do want to support churches. You say support church, and you ask me to buy something, I don't even care what kind of church it is, I just sign it away.
One more note about it. Remember that when you play the lotto, the regular lottos, there's 300 million people in America, and you basically, it's 1 out of 3 million that wins it. The chances here are 1 in 50 to win at least $100. That's $75 more than they spent. So they got 1 in 50 right now, and that's at selling 250 tickets. That's the base amount. So the odds are great. Just say, oh my gosh, the odds are awesome.
They are, and there's many layers, levels of winning, and then the grand prize is $2,500. So whether it's 500, 100, 500, you have a wonderful chance of winning. And also, of course, by your event tickets to attend. Okay, children are coming in. And again, we will have our community gathering. This is where we're going to be more interactive this time with some questions and discussion. Go on down. Hi guys. Preston and Spencer.
What are you feeling?
So we're going to stand and bless our children, and we're blessing all children all over the world together. As a child of God, we pray you will always shine bright. We affirm you'll be guided by your inner light. We pray that your laughter will never cease, and your heart will be filled with inner peace. We pray to discover the wonder of who you are, and that your infinite spirit spreads near and far. For all these things you are here to be and do, we celebrate God's love, expressing gratitude.